Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Throwback Thursday, where we talk about a movie from the past. But first, we give you a little bit of news from the entertainment and fandom world. And today's news is that John Krasanski may be back as Reed Richards. And the proof is actually from Jimmy Fallon. And then we're going to review the Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer. So let's jump right into that. So by now you have probably heard the spoiler that Reed Richards is in the Doctor Strange movie. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. But here's the catch to that. It is not the Doctor Strange from our universe. Instead, it is the Doctor Strange from one of the many universes in the multiverse. More specifically, 838. And this particular Doctor Strange is a member of the Illuminati, played by actor John Krasanski, who the fans have wanted as Doctor Strange forever. So he was on Jimmy Fallon, and he may have let it slip that his involvement with the Fantastic Four isn't as over as he would have us believe. So it went down like this. Fallon asked Comic-Con. They just announced all these new movies, and they announced there's going to be a Fantastic Four movie. Krasinski says, yes. You're not allowed to say anything, Fallon replies. Nope. And Fallon says, I'm not really allowed to ask you. And Krasinski says, that's right. Then Fallon says, but you think? To which Krasinski says, you think? And Fallon says, do you think one could think? And Krasinski says, seriously, what have you heard? I need to know. And Fallon says, they don't tell you anything. And Krasinski says, they don't tell you anything. To which Fallon says, not until right before you shoot. And Krasinski says, that's right. Now, on the surface, that could be a one big joke. Of course, it could be. That's what everybody's thinking at that point, probably. But you do have a lot of fanboys that are then super excited, going, wait a minute. Why isn't he denying he's in this movie? Like Garfield denied he was in the movie. Like Maguire denied he was in a movie. You know, all these people saying, I'm not in that movie, and then they're in the movie. And Hollywood has really become very secretive because of all the leaks we get online. But then they have to promote their stuff, and he's on there to promote something, and of course, they have to ask him about this because why? That's the thing. If he wasn't involved somehow with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, why keep teasing that he possibly is? When it comes to things in Hollywood, you're there to promote a show. You're there to promote a movie. And he was there to promote The Office. A reunion. But if he wasn't there to promote anything else, why spend all that time talking about the Fantastic Four? Because then if you are the actor who knows he's getting cast as Mr. Fantastic, you're going to be sitting there like, what? No. No, because now when I have to go and promote this movie, I'm going to be constantly compared to this dude. This is how you make Hollywood stars hate other Hollywood stars, if they really are leading people on and pretending like they're going to be in something and they're really not, and they know they're not. So it becomes this thing. Could he possibly be in the new Fantastic Four movie, playing Mr. Fantastic? And the answer is probably. I mean, this is now looking like this is a very plausible thing. It really is. It looks like it's a very plausible thing. Because he's using the same tactic of, I can't talk about if I'm in the movie or not, and being a little bit coy about whether he is. But then he's also not denying that he's in the movie. And that's what's getting people. He's not denying he's in the movie. And he wouldn't be able to reveal if he's in the movie. To make matters a little more weird, he claimed that the Marvel people are still watching him, which if you're not going to be in the other movies, why are they still watching you? If you know nothing about the future of the MCU, why are they still watching you? So either A, he's secured a directing gig out of this that we're not privy to yet, or he is playing Mr. Fantastic. Now later on, a funny thing happens. He lets it slip. They talk about him possibly playing a bad guy, and he says something about, they talk about him playing something, and then he says something about, well, that's why I played in the Fantastic Four. Now, that could be a little bit of a slip, because if he's saying, that's why I played in the Fantastic Four, that's when Marvel calls you. If that's not true, that's when Marvel calls you. Whoa. We're gonna need a statement here, Mr. Krasinski. And by the way, yeah, you thought you were playing in the new Fantastic Four. But I think there's a very good chance he is going to play our Mr. Fantastic. I think this sort of secures it. Now, I know that it was said that it was fan service in the Multiverse of Madness. That's why he was allowed to come on and play it, to kind of give the fans what they wanted before they cast. But if they thought he was great in that, if they thought he was wonderful, if they saw what the audience saw when the audience requested it, we could be looking at our new Mr. Fantastic. So let me know what you think about that, and let's jump into our review. And our review is the Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer. Now, also the movie stars Chris Evans, would later go on to be in the MCU as Captain America. And he has made the comments recently that he would rather come back as the Human Torch than appear again as Captain America. Now, I don't know what you put into that. It might have been something that came out of We Got This Covered. I just saw it somewhere recently, and I said, okay, well, that's nice. But ultimately, this movie does a really good job of bringing the Fantastic Four to life. It keeps it kind of slightly less serious and a little bit more comic book oriented. The movie does suffer in some spots, and a lot of people criticized it later on. But if you like the Fantastic Four, you could do a lot worse than going to see this movie. It is a fun ride with a lot of little nice Easter eggs and stuff in there to find. And I enjoyed it a lot. I probably would have enjoyed it more if I got to see a real live version of Galactus, but everybody wanted that at the time and didn't really get it. But the hint was there that if this movie had gone forward to get another sequel, we probably would have gotten a live action Galactus. But the MCU has us covered on that eventually. So don't worry about that. If we're getting the Fantastic Four in Marvel, we're probably getting Galactus. But anyway, you could do a lot worse than this old movie. And I really do give this movie 4 stars out of 5, simply because it is a fun ride while you're there. There are some things that make this movie forgettable, but while you're watching it, you're in this sense of nostalgia. You feel like you are in the comic book at some points. You do feel like these actors, for the most part, embody these roles. They do a good job. So if you watch this movie, let me know what you think. If you are a fan of the Fantastic Four and have never seen this movie, definitely check it out and let me know what you think. So, leave us a comment in the comment box so you can be part of our conversation. Don't forget to share this video with all of your friends so they get the same great content and can get around our virtual water cooler and talk to us like the fans they are as well. Then make sure you are hitting that like button. It's free to hit that like button. It helps us, and YouTube seems to like it. And then Miko says we need more subscribers. We're almost at 500 subscribers, so let's see if we can make that happen. You don't want to disappoint Miko, so hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, so you don't miss a single video. And then friends, yes, at the end of the day, fandom is family.